the 29-yard line.
Flush to his right. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Foles. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Brings up third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flushed out right. Going up top for Miller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Foles on the give to Montgomery. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Buccaneers.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
He was tackled.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9
Another
yards.
catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Brady's pass.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Brady to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Buccaneers 31, Bears 20. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
At the 25.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he's stopped right around the 29. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, He knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cordero Patterson, 29 yards. And the Bears have once again taken the lead.
For the extra point.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
A gain of 50.
Brady now to throw.
First down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
Back to throw, Brady. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
He's back to throw to Evans on the slant. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Back to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And, the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go, and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Devin White on the...
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Eluding the pressure. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
What a spin. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Brady going to find Jones here out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Jones. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Patterson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They run with Patterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
At the 31.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Patterson on the carry. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Again, the ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, That's a big day.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Charles, any chance they go for it here?
I think that there's a chance. They have to consider it because of the way they played offense in this game. I mean, look at the scoreboard. Look at the points that they put up. They feel confident that they can keep it going. But the risk is, and the downside is, you don't get it here, you've set up your opponent in really good field position.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Trubisky. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. As you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And a costly, costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
It doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Quick hitch, complete. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Jones. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He was taken down by
good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he's into the clear. And he is in for the score. And it is is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some